What up, everybody? Happy Saturday, and we are back with another fight card finally after that week off after UFC 303. And they got some big shoes to fill after Chama took care of business against Jerry a few weeks back. But we're back, man. We're back. Glad to have everybody popping in. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up for your boy on the video. Would greatly appreciate it. We're going to be giving away some moments today. Start off with TFSP in the chat, giving away a fandom. And then we're going to give away a Rose Namajunas rare moment a little bit later. So don't forget to type in that TFSP in the chat. What up, everybody? Thanks for popping in. What's up, Chef? And let's get to it. We're going to talk about Strike a little bit first. This challenge that popped this week. Let's get that here. All right. So this week we had the Carlos Ulberg burn challenge, which is not too difficult of a challenge to complete for new users, if there's any of them out there. They're trying to dabble in some challenges. So cost to complete is not that high. You do have to burn 2 of each of these commons. So make sure you burn 2. So you got to burn 2 Kennedys, 2 Rakic's, 2 Misha Serkinovs, 2 Jamal Hills, and 2 Jan Blachowicz. So make sure you burn 2. 10 total you have to burn, 2 of each guy. And it gets you 1 Carlos Ulberg knockout of Alonzo Menefield. I like this moment a lot. I was there live at St. Louis to see this bad boy. So I actually recorded the knockout on my phone. And as I'm getting my phone out, I'm telling my cousin that's with me, I'm like, girl, I have a feeling this is going to be quick. Let me hurry up, get my phone out. And not even a few seconds later, bro, Menefield's getting knocked out silly. So it was a quick, fast KO. Liked it a lot. Like the moment selection. And even though he kind of pulled out of UFC 303 on us, but he's a nice prospect. It is going to be minted to a minimum edition size of 500. If you have a Lyoto Machida, you automatically get one. So there's about 70 something Machidas out there, like 73, 75 Machidas out there. So that's an autocomplete of 75 of them already. And then 500 is the bare minimum. So if we don't hit that 500 mark, or if we don't, if we like mint 200 or 300 as collectors, the other 200 are going to be with Strike to fill maybe rewards packs or something. But hell yeah, Chef. And it's pretty recent too, because this fight was in May. So pretty dope. Yeah, Skullet Gang. Hell yeah. Skullet Gang, baby. Yeah, cool little challenge. Not too bad, not too hard. For a fight night's pretty good. A lot of people were liking that they utilized the Series 0 moments to burn finally with Rakic and Kennedy, even though Kennedy did receive a burn for his rare, I believe, way back when. I think we only had to burn 5 or 6 total on that. So if we take a look at the marketplace real quick, on this challenge specifically, we'll look at Kennedy. Yeah, he's the one that kind of popped the most. But people want to complete it because Ulberg's pretty good name. And so Kennedy's getting up to $8 now. So he was sitting, I don't know where he was sitting earlier yesterday. We could take a look right here, but he's been slowly creeping. Challenge was announced yesterday at 1 o'clock. Well, let's take a quick look if you guys don't mind here. So he was at $2, guys. He was at $2. And then the challenge hit. All them $2 got eaten up. Wasn't too many $2 ones, though. All those got eaten up. $3 got eaten up relatively quickly after that. $4, $5, $6, and slowly but surely he is climbing. Mr. Kennedy. So it'll be interesting to see how high he goes as we progress through the challenge, because there really aren't too many completions done yet. I was doing the numbers, so we have the 75 on. Let me take a look at these other guys real quick, and then I'll pop up Crip's burn tool. Rakic, so Rakic had like 5,000 burned already. He's up to $3. He was at 2 for most of the day, I think. But yeah, he has a huge floor at $3, so it's going to be interesting to see if that $3 floor gets wiped out here in the next few days. Those two are the ones that kind of I would say are up there on the price point, 3 and 7 for now. So that's $10 right there. And then Misha popped to $2, and I think a lot of people burned him in that massive burn challenge because he's not the best common or moment on the platform. So a lot of people did burn him pretty heavy during that massive burn challenge we had. So he's up to $2, and I believe the other two guys are sitting at $1 still. Jamal Hill's at $1, and Jan is at $2. Jan's up to $2. So he's got some pretty significant burns down there too, a little bit more than Misha. So Jan is up to $2 too. So some of these guys are slowly creeping up. Let's take a look at so Jamal Hill's the only guy that's at $1. And his $1 floor is not too bad. I mean, it can get up to $2 possibly, but not too many of those are burned, as you can see. Versus the other guys with 4,000, 5,000 almost burned alike. So interesting challenge. Let's get the Crips burn tool up here. So I ran it a little bit before the show. Let's run a quick update here. So yeah, we got maybe one more completion in the meantime. So total completions are 33 on the burning so far. So 33 completions burned total, 27 individual people. Some few people probably got dupes here. I personally burned one completion for 10. I burned, 10 moments for the one completion for now. I have enough to do a second one, but I'm curious to see. And it's tough burning some of this S0 stuff. So right now we got a few people with 4 completions. This guy's missing 2 moments to burn because he's not at an even. People that aren't at an even number are missing something. So another guy at 18 moments burned, didn't complete yet. So make sure if you haven't finished it off, all these guys are at 10. And then we got a couple people at 8 down here. And a couple people at 5. So the people at 5 were probably like me when I first read the challenge without thinking that I had to burn 2 of each. You actually have to burn 2 of each, not 1 of each. So if you burned 1 of each, not sure who this is down here, but they burned 5 only. You got to burn 10, so 2 of each guy. But yeah, it's multi-complete. You could burn as many as you want, but it'll be interesting to see because we got 33 completions actually complete so far. And some people are making up their missed burns from the last challenge. That's true, but I did set this tool to only show me these moments and to only get pull data on these 5 moments. So were any of these moments required in the last challenge to burn? I don't remember, dude. I don't even remember. So I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they weren't, but touche. Yeah. See, that's why these tools, man, they got all these options and good shit in them. Shout out to Crip. His next one is going to be a banger. For sure. Once he releases it to the public, it's badass. So So we got 33 completions so far with the 70 something ish Machitas out there. So we're probably looking at like about 100-ish, 110-ish completion so far through day one. So it might look like, depending on how much this stuff ramps up, um, we'll see. We'll see how many people actually complete it and how many are actually in Strike's hands. But I know there's a lot of people trying to make some deals. I see it in Discord, in the marketplace, people looking for different moments, trying to swap stuff to get the completions done. Um, but it's no matter what, it's gonna be a rare. Will be minted to a minimum edition size of 500, so it's definitely gonna be a rare, even if we are at 200 or 300 completions, doesn't matter. So it'll be interesting to see how long they hold on to those and when they come out. So not too bad of a challenge. And I don't mind burning the S0s because we've been burning, and S1s. We've been burning S2s a lot lately, and I think that's some BS. So yeah, not bad, not bad. And what we got, epic moment out of 500. Yeah. Just said that. Well, Chef, you don't want to have too many epics on the platform. Yeah, we don't want to have too many epics on the platform. Plus, for people that are holding sets and stuff, you know, if you get one of these in a set reward pack, not too bad, considering the only ones that are out there are with people who are completing it. And typically, based on how the marketplace has looked over the past month, 2 months, and we're going to touch on the marketplace here right now. I'll go through it real quick, but based on how it's looked over the past couple months, like challenge rewards have been holding pretty strong, whether they're uncommons, rares, whatever the case, and epics, of course. But they're the challenge rewards specifically seem to be holding some weight in the marketplace. So they're a little bit more valuable than your base, regular rare that came out of a Maple Rush pack, or a Fresh Faces pack, or whatever I'm saying. So yeah, we'll see what's up. But challenge not too bad. It's a nice little change up. I know we're kind of getting challenges every other week, so it seems like. So it looks like we're probably going to get a nice big one, maybe another multi challenge for 304 at the end of the month. It's the next big pay-per-view, and it's 2 weeks out, so should be interesting to see what's on the horizon there. And then we got outstanding rewards. So let me, before I get into the MP, outstanding rewards, I would say we got Holland. That's the oldest one that we're waiting on. That's minted to 262. It's an epic. Then we also have Ortega from 303, minted to 254. Another epic. And then we have Diego Lopez, minted to 390. Well, minted to 500. It's another one of those rares, but no matter what, it's minted to 500 or more. 398 people completed it, so Strike has about 102 of those in the reserves, those Diego Lopez rares. So we're waiting on those three still. Haven't heard any news on when we're getting those. So it'll be interesting to see. Don't forget, TFSP is in the chat. Type TFSP in the chat. We have the first giveaway going for a fandom. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up on the video if you're watching. And we will continue on to the quick marketplace update here. All right. So let's take a quick breakdown on our champs. So we've been looking at Series 2 stuff. Well, we'll look at everything here. And we're going to look at the floor. So champ floor is kind of a little bit over 200 now. A few weeks ago, they were around 199, but been pretty solid, I would say, at the floor front, like around that 200, 250, like usually anything 200, 200 or less kind of gets scooped up pretty quickly as of late. So um, on the S2 stuff, S2 champs looking pretty decent. They got some good ones too. Some pretty good ones for S2. Islam sitting at 899. He's come down a little bit over the past few weeks when he first dropped, but I don't think anybody bought one. So yeah, like I said, anybody who wanted one of these did what they had to do to get one. So it's gonna be a tough sell. We got 7 people listing them. So yeah, it's gonna be tough. Gonna be tough. That's the champs. Let's take a quick peek at our epics. Those have been fun lately, guys. Those have been fun. Just got to give the Strike website like 5 minutes to update the pictures here. You know how that goes. Match now, Jamal Hill. Well, we're up to $36 on the floor for epics. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. Slowly but surely been creeping up here as the pictures are all slowly loading up on my screen. See what we got. 200 for a free ticket to a UFC event, chance to meet fighters in the community. Well worth it. Yeah, dude. I mean, all it takes is some good marketing, couple of improvements to the website, and like the stuff we've been saying for months. It's all it takes. It's all it takes. Epics are looking pretty nasty, especially Dustin's epics up to 400 bones. So he's up there. Marab's up there at 230. Gaethje's up there at 200. So we got quite a few up there at 200. The ones that are the most expensive are challenge rewards, except Gaethje, obviously, but mostly challenge rewards. Four of them out of the top 6 are challenge rewards. So pretty gnarly. Pretty gnarly. So it'll be interesting to see how, even though they're minted a little higher with Holland and Ortega in that 260, 250-ish area. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Next up, the rares. All right, so rare floor is up to 3. Well, it's been 3, pretty solid 3 for a while, but we only got 2 lines of 3 now, guys. And if I do this, we only got 1 line of 3s, 1.5 lines of 3s. So only 7 rares, or 8 rares, my bad. 8 rares are under $4. Rares are slowly creeping up. Slowly creeping up. Take a look at the fandoms. Haven't looked at these in a while, but I know when people were completing their sets here in the last few weeks for that snapshot, things kind of moved a little bit. We still got we got Dern at $2. A few at 3. Yeah, fandoms are a little bit all over the place price point wise. Good healthy mix of prices here. But our bottleneck on the fandoms, I should check the rear bottleneck too. The bottleneck on the fandoms, Cub Swanson, $80. Leon's fighting soon. Islam was used in that challenge. Some good, oh shit, wrong button. Not bad, not bad. Let me look at the rear. Yeah, Morono's nasty after that challenge for Islam. Morono's only 172 out there, man. It's up there. in regards to scarcity. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. Take a look at the uncommons. So still got quite a few for a buck. Oh, about only 2 rows. Slowly creeping up here too. But yeah, about a $2 floor there on the uncommons. Take a look at the highest. Rocky Pennington. 294 of those in the wild, but we do know there's 700 of them in reserves that will probably be slowly dripping out here, possibly in those reward packs. We'll see. We'll see. And last but certainly not least, our commons still. We got a lot of them at a buck, I'm guessing. Yeah, we got quite a few at a buck still. So, not bad, guys. Not bad on the marketplace. With that said, let's go ahead and run this first giveaway. Get everybody going here. TFSP's in the chat. Let's see them. TFSP's in the chat. Because I'm going to run this. This is for the fandom. And then we'll set up the Rose one right now after this. All right. Don't forget, everybody, thumbs up on the video. Much love. Appreciate you. Get the word out for us. Maybe get some more collectors on board. I know there's some people going to the fights today. It kind of sucks, though, that they didn't have weigh-ins, bro. I don't know why the UFC started doing that now randomly at different venues. So it's happened at 2 venues so far. Louisville, they didn't have no ceremonial weigh-ins. And then now Denver, they didn't have ceremonial weigh-ins. Kind of a bummer. All right. I'm going to run the fandom here. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. And the fandom goes to Richard Hart. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. All right. That's that one. Let's do Denver in the chat. Denver in the chat. This is going to be for Rose, Thug Rose, Namajunas. Thug Rose, Namajunas Rare. All right. I'll talk about Ultimate Fighter. So we ran it in Discord again this week. It was fun watching it with everybody. It was a good fight too. A lot of interesting stuff happened this week. We kind of got a little bit of more juice inside of the house, I guess you could say. But oh yeah. This dude Loader was fighting. My bad. He was fighting shit. He was fighting, and this dude clipped him with the elbow. Try and play it here. He clipped him with the elbow. And Valentina was like yelling at all. I'm not trying to get copyright though. But and then he was like drinking and shit in the house, this Edwin Cooper dude. So he was kind of like a bit of a troublemaker this episode. They kind of building that up because I believe he's fighting next week. So all things said, he was a bit of a menace to start the show. But when it came to the fight, though, homie Loader, Ryan Loader, Team Shevchenko, sunk in a subby pretty quickly in the fight. Um, Real quick, actually, dude. Like threw a kick and like he tripped or slipped, and it was a wrap. But it was pretty fun. If you're around Tuesday nights in Discord, holler at us. We'll be watching it live in Discord, so you can pop in the channel and watch it with everybody else. Rumble off some moments and have a good time while we watch the fights. So come through if you're bored on Tuesdays, and we might do it for Contender Series too when that starts up in a couple weeks. So not too bad. All right, fight night, Denver. Namajunas versus Cortez. So it was supposed to be Macy Barber, right? Tracy Cortez stepped in on short notice here to come in and try and take on Thug Rose. Pretty interesting stuff here. Pretty interesting stuff here. Gonna go through the main card only on a fight by fight basis, and then we'll touch on a little bit some prelim dogs that I like, and we'll see what's cooking after that. So first fight of the main card: Abdul Razak El Hassan versus Cody Brundage. Interesting fight here. Brundage has a little bit of a height advantage, but I mean, I just think El Hassan is just, I don't know, dude. He just seems like he's much more explosive, even though he's 38 years old. He's sitting as the favorite right now. A lot of people don't expect this fight to go the distance. I don't think it's going to go the distance either, so that's probably a safe bet without having to pick either fighter. But Brundage is a pretty good grappler. He'll probably try and take El Hassan down to the ground, but it's gonna be tough because the dude is extremely strong, and like I said earlier, he's pretty explosive. So I think he gets it done, making quick work of Mr. Cody Brundage. Next up, Julian Erosa versus C-Rod. So yeah, interesting fight here, man. And the odds are on some shit, I think, on this fight for sure. It's pretty tricky. It's pretty tricky. C-Rod, this is his second fight at 145, so he had some good success early on in his career. He had some good finishes, but he was missing weight at 135. And now he's up to 145, and he fought once already at 145 against recently, not too long ago, against Isaac Dalgarian. If you guys remember that fight, it was a really good fight, back and forth. A lot of people thought Isaac won that fight, so this is C-Rod's fight back. It's gonna be tough, though. It's gonna be tough. He's pretty good all around. I like him a lot, but Erosa's got some serious height and reach on him. And Erosa is a very, very good submission artist, and using those long limbs, I think, will play into his strengths a little bit. It's gonna be a tough fight for C-Rod. I just, yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough because I could see Erosa shocking some folks, especially like with a minus 245 line on C-Rod. It's tough, bro. It's tough. And let's take a look at Erosa real quick. So he's been knocked out a few times. Subs, decisions, hasn't fought. So got a decision win, sub win against Cardo Ramos. Think I remember that one. So yeah, man, if C-Rod comes in acting reckless, this guy could grab an arm, grab a leg, catch a subby, but yeah, I think Rosa might pull it off as a dog here and get it done. Get it done. Especially with that height and reach advantage. Yeah, I think he'll get it done. Got an 8-year age gap here, 34, 26, but I think he gets it done in the submission game. So I uh I think yeah, I'm thinking of Rosa. Thinking of Rosa, guys. All right. Gabriel Bonfim comes back with a vengeance versus Ang Lusa. I think Lusa's coming off of that crazy shit with Brian Battle, I believe. Is he? Yep. The no contest shit and Brian Battle Brian Battle, man. Brian Battle was like, "Oh, now he wants to fucking fight? Get the fuck out of here." That shit was hilarious. Hilarious. But Lusa's coming back. Bonfin's coming back. I believe his last fight was, yep, that gas tank, man. Dalby checked that. Dalby fraud checked him. Fraud checked his gas tank. It looked like a world beater. He's 15-0. And then back in November, Dalby took care of business. So he's coming back probably with a vengeance, I'm thinking. He's been out for a good amount of time, probably in the lab working on that gas tank, probably fixing all those mistakes from that first loss. And they usually, once people get that first loss on their books, they usually come back with a vengeance. Well, most of the time, they'll. This is probably his fight to determine whether or not he comes back with a vengeance or not. And I mean, skill wise, he should dominate Lusa in this fight anywhere it goes. So we'll see. We'll see if he comes back with a vengeance or if he doesn't make it, or if Lusa takes his best shot. Does he stick into the fight? Does he get gassed? Does he quit like he did against Dalby? Big fight for a young fighter, so I'm interested to see how Bonfim responds. Personally, I'd like to see it go a couple rounds just to see how his gas tank looks. That way, we'll know if he's a legit contender prospect for this division. But yeah, I'm interested to see this one, and I am definitely I think Bonfin's gonna get it done. I think he's gonna get it done. Whether it's I think finish. If you say Bonfim by finish, I think you'll be good. Next up, pretty wild one here, guys. Pretty wild one. Jean Silva versus Drew Dober. Silva coming in on super short notice. Crazy short notice. Just to make sure we have everything here. June 24th, he fought at 303. So we're talking like not even a month in it, some change, like 6 weeks this guy fought 6 weeks ago. So did go 2 rounds with Jourdain. Did look really good though. Did look really good and has been looking pretty good since he's been off of the Contender Series. But we all knew Jourdain was a pretender. And yep, he's going fighting up a weight class, so he's not at 145. And yeah, I don't know how the hell this guy is sitting as a favorite against Drew Dober. But my money's on Dober, dog, as a dog for sure, for sure. Especially considering this guy fought 6 weeks ago. He's a little bit smaller than Dober, because Dober usually has trouble with the bigger dudes or the guys that are, a little bit, lengthier, rangier than him. I think Dober gets this shit done. Dober gets the shit done, gets back, and I think he's coming off a loss, right? Yeah, to Moicano. It was a war. It was a great fight too. Yeah, I think Dober gets it done. Dober's been in there with some top competition too, so yeah, I think I mean, if Silva gets it done, holy shit, I'd be absolutely shocked. And I mean, this must be recency bias or something, but they must have forgot who this man is. This man is a dog. He is a dog. I'm rolling with Dober. All right. Ponzi versus Salikov. Another interesting one. Because both guys are a little chinny. They have both gotten knocked out, I think. It's hard to pick one of these. I think but hard to pick either one. It's kind of one of those fights I kind of want to take with a live one, maybe live bet it, just because both guys got some serious holes in their game. If Ponzi doesn't catch him early, guys. If Ponzi does not catch him early, can't really say much about age in this fight because we're talking about they're both 40 years old. Ponzi's definitely taller. Hopefully, he uses that reach to his advantage, but Salikov likes to throw a lot of kicks. Ponzi's susceptible to kicks to the body specifically. Yeah, I think if Ponzi doesn't get him out of there in the first round, Salikov could probably take it in the second or third as the dog here. So I'm rolling Salikov for the dub. And the main event of the evening. Rose Namajunas taking on Tracy Cortez. Tracy Cortez stepping in on short notice for Macy Barber. Pretty interesting fight, man. Tracy Cortez been on a pretty good tier. But really, if you want to be honest, she's pretty much been slow rolled most of her career. One notable win on her resume is Erin Blanchfield, but that was before they were in the UFC. It's an Invicta. So she's been on a pretty good tier, but she's been fighting. She's been fighting some not the best competition. I would say not the creme de la creme of the division. And she hasn't really finished anybody or stood out at all. Just decisions, split or unanimous decisions across the board. No real threat of finishing there, which is interesting. If we look at Thug Rose, take a quick peek at Thug Rose. Thug Rose fought earlier this year. Amanda Hebas back in March. Looked pretty good. And you got Fior. She lost. Sparza. Yeesh. Shall we take a trip down memory lane and take a look at that? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, she's been in there with some of the best that the world has to offer in the weight class versus Tracy, who really hasn't fought anybody really on Rose's level. So it's a big step up in competition, and shout out to Tracy for taking it on short notice. It's all about opportunities, and why not try and take somebody's number that's higher in the rankings than you if you get the opportunity. But it's a tall task, and I think Rose will just systematically and technically win this fight and move it to a decision. I think Rose wins by decision. Maybe Rose gets a finish somehow with a crazy head kick or some shit, but Tracy's pretty tough. She's pretty durable. She goes to the decision a lot, even in like bloody fights that she has with other girls. So I'm leaning on Rose by decision for the main event. And that's the main card. Take a look at some fun fights on the prelims. Gotta talk about this one. Joshua Van versus Energy. Skullet Gang. Charles Johnson, my guy. So CJ's got He's 33. Joshua Van, 22 years old, up and coming, 10-1 prospect, great striker. Everybody talks how great this dude is. But he's fighting somebody that's you know, a lot taller with a lot more range. So let me take a quick look at Van. Van has gone the decision a few times and has won. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. But so is Energy. And if you're gonna tell me who's got more of a dog in him, I think Energy definitely has got more of the dog in him, and he's shown in his last few fights. He's been going nuts. He's been going nuts. So yeah, I think if Van doesn't finish him early, Energy's gonna end up wearing him out and winning the fight. So I like that one. I like that one a lot. Anything else? Anything else? A few of these will probably go. Jackson versus Blackshear's an interesting one. Blackshear's sitting as a slight dog. I kind of like him there. I think he's just a little bit more volume, a little bit more power for Blackshear. Luana's a huge favorite here against Agapova. Brent Petrosky is pretty much a pick'em fight here at this point. It's an interesting one. A lot of people are high on Petrosky, but he might have some issues with the reach of Fremd. But striker versus grappler, should be fun one. Flowers, I believe, took this one on short notice too. He's a dog, man. This guy's pretty he's a dog. He's a dog. I know he had one really good short notice fight where he might have won. Was it? No, it wasn't Jake Matthews. I don't remember. Maybe it was. No, it wasn't Jake Matthews. Miles Johnson. Michael Johnson. That's at 155. So he's at welterweight again. Yeah, interesting. He's a tough dude. He's an interesting dude. Interesting fight there. Well, that's the fight card, everybody. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the video. We got this last giveaway to run, and then we are going to call it a day. Don't forget to hit that Denver in the chat for the Rose Namajunas. And we're going to run this bad boy in a couple minutes, and then we're going to call it. Don't forget to get your pick'ems done. Strike Discord, my Discord. The fights do start a little bit later, so we got about 5 hours till the prelims start. Poker will start a couple hours before the prelims. I'll tag everybody maybe like 15, 20 minutes before it starts in my server, just to make sure. If you want, come in there. If you hit a royal flush, you'll win a bunch of moments. If you I guess, hit top two get rewards pack or a pay-per-view code, something like that. So it's a fun time. Doesn't cost nothing to enter. It's shout out to the poker gang. Shout out to Rios for hosting it. All right, we're gonna run this Denver. Good luck, everybody. It's for the Rose Namajunas rare. Here we go. And the winner is Mo Fresh. Cooking, my guy. Cooking. And shout out to Mo. He's our Rumble master. Holds down the Rumble channel. He's running some crazy shit last night. He usually runs it at night. Unfortunately, sorry to my my European guys and my international folks. But Mo works all all day, and he gets off at night. So that's when he starts getting cracking. But shout out to Mo Fresh for holding it down as always. But that's pretty much it, everybody. I appreciate everybody hanging out today. Should be fun fight card. Next few weeks are a little rough in regards to the cards, but we got 304 on the horizon, the end of the month, which should be a absolute banger. But yeah, that's it, everybody. Till next time, don't forget your pick'ems. Don't forget to, I gotta get DraftKings set up too. I'll get the DraftKings going. But that's pretty much it, everybody. Take it easy, enjoy the fights. Until next time, I am out. Peace.